Hey people, this is Conrad Layn here. Welcome my YouTube neighbors. This is just my journey to Conrad Layn Turo IPO journey, where I'm gonna try to do my best to figure out the intrinsic value of what potentially Turo might be once goes through the initial public offering, which is IPO. I have strong conviction in this company as a Turo host. I'm not telling you to invest in Turo host, so don't try to litigate me or take me to court. I'm not telling you to purchase Turo stock when it becomes a stock. I'm just simply showing you my journey. Stay tuned. Watch the video, people. Hey people, this is Conrad Layn here, just hanging out, doing further research in my epic Conrad Layn Turo IPO journey. This is my personal financial journal. I'm not here to give you financial advice. This is not that type of journal. This is not that type of journey. This is my journey, my personal journey. So I'm not telling you to invest in Turo. I'm not telling you not to invest in Turo. I'm not telling you to invest in any company. I'm not telling you not to invest in any company. It's simply just my due diligence and my personal journey, which is basically my journal, my vlog, as someone might say, and just sharing my life with you guys. So another company that I have strong conviction in and I really believe in is Liberty Mutual. And Liberty Mutual is affiliated in regards to the insurance side of Turo. I'm a host, and there's the Turo Insurance goes through Liberty Mutual, which is phenomenal. They're a strong company, and what I like about them is they're very transparent. Turo is a private company, but they're very transparent. Liberty Mutual is a private company, and they're very transparent as well. And that's the cool thing about it. Back in 2010, Liberty Mutual was going to go through the IPO process to actually become public, but they did pull back. It was a very volatile time in 2010, so they still remained private, but they were potentially going to become public at that time, but they just stopped and they pulled back and they didn't finish it up. So they remained they remained as a private company. But so far, what I do like about, they furnish information that's financial on their website. I'm gonna share my screen and show you. They show their quarterlies. They're a pretty strong company, and I really like the growth that this company has. And they acquired, I'm not going to go into it, but the point is, I believe in the company, but I do my best to look at another insurance company that, or a company that's affiliated with the company I'm investing in, and I use that approach with any company I invest in. I try to figure out what the relationships are, and I try to figure out if they have relationships with strong companies, which gives me stronger conviction. Since Liberty Mutual is strong and Turo, I believe Turo is strong, it gives me even stronger conviction that I'm making the right decision if they do decide to go to IPO. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm simply sharing my digital journal and my Turo Conrad Layn IPO journey. You guys enjoy. I'm gonna share my screen. Everyone, thank you for following me through. So in front of you see on my screen, I'm sharing it with you guys, Liberty Mutual Insurance Company. I really have strong conviction in this company as well. And what I really like about this company is that they're very transparent for the most part. I also like the fact that they are directly affiliated with Turo in regards to the insurance. And I'll take you to that page where it stipulates that. But this is really cool. So what I like to look at doing here is, I typically, when I invest in a company, public companies, and even companies like this that are private that might potentially go through IPO, I try to figure out who they're affiliated with in some type of business matter. And I try to see if they have the same trajectory of goals and business. And I try to look at how strong the other companies are, because you're typically as strong as the weakest link. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's just kind of one of those things where if you have a strong player, it's likely that the whole team's pretty strong. So that's what I like to look at. So let me go down. And down here, this is the actual Liberty Mutual website for insurance. But if you go down here to the very bottom, see investor relations. I'll click on that. Now look, it goes into investor relations, which is pretty cool. Financial results, earnings release, financial statements, MDA, MDNA, Q1 quarterlies. And when I love this, so I love this because this is the type of information, even though this is a private company at this time, they look at this. I'm gonna click into it. Look at this, people. Look how beautiful this is. I am a nerd, but I love this stuff. This, if you love stats, this is what I'm talking about, people. You see this? It makes me excited looking at this stuff. You guys probably don't care, or maybe you do, but this is pretty cool stuff. Look at this. Look at the map. Look at this. Look at where they're stationed even. Information. This is type of information I like crunching the numbers with. You know, this information, because this allows me to have more conviction in Turo, because Turo's affiliated and this is their partner. But in regards to their insurance, So cool. So I go through the Q1s, and Q1s, when a company's traded publicly, you can actually, they furnish this information, meaning they give the information out of Q1, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, meaning like for every 3 months of the year. And you can see like their progress or decline, and it allows investors the to give them the competence and the choice and options to know where the company stands, if they want to invest or not in a competent manner. It's very important to know what's going on in the company if you're investing money in the company. Very important. And it's hard to do that if you're not an insider or not part of the company. So that's where Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4s really benefit you. So it's hard to do that when a company's private, because they don't have to furnish that, and they don't furnish it typically, and they're private because they're not traded on a stock exchange. But I love when they furnish it on their own websites like this. Now I'm gonna show you something else, guys and gals. Let me show you something else here. Some cool stuff. Let me get out of here. And now let's go to Turo. This is the direct Turo page. Insurance and vehicle protection for Turo host. Third-party liability insurance provided under a policy issued to Turo by Liberty Surplus Insurance Corporation, a member of the Liberty Mutual Group. Booyah. There you go, people. Look at that. Phenomenal. So it links up. It's correct. And makes me develops more conviction. I feel even stronger about Turo now. So this is the type of research I'm doing. And again, this is not advice for you guys. I'm just sharing my life, my day, my night, my early mornings that I go through this information. Yeah, so you guys probably can't tell right now, or maybe you can. It's 1:35, not p.m. It's 1:35 a.m. So I'm up pretty late, and I'm gonna be up for a few more hours, just crunching numbers and studying in regards to this. So I mean, this is what I'm doing here. So this is cool stuff. So I mean, for all I know, Turo may never become a public company, but if they do, I'm already researching. I'm on it, and I also want to show you guys something that's really cool as well. At a time in 2010, look at the data up there, Wednesday, September 29, 2010. In the year 2010, it was a very volatile time in regards to like the recession. There was a lot of financial destruction going on, unfortunately. But Liberty Mutual was going through the IPO process to become public. They pulled back. It was just an unsettling time. I don't know all the reasons. I'm not going to act like I do know. I don't know. But I know it was a pretty unsettling time. But they were going to actually planning on becoming public, but they pulled it. So this is the article. And yeah, so I mean, it's cool when you actually understand history. So I try to find history articles so I can reverse engineer and really figure out if I'm making a good choice or not. And you never really know, in my opinion. You just do your best with the stats you have at hand or that you can locate. And when a company's not public, this is what I feel I have to do. I have to go through great scrutiny and scrutinize the company to really get the information so I can make a proper informed decision if I'm given the opportunity, if Turo becomes a public company. So that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys and gals. And last but not least, this is Nasdaq. Liberty Mutual was actually in 2010, they're going to become a public company and be listed on Nasdaq from the states here. So it kind of brings me back to my previous videos where I mentioned that I believe that Turo, and I'm completely wrong. I'm not perfect. I believe if they're going to be listed on a stock exchange, and there's different stock exchanges, it's probably going to be Nasdaq, I think. And again, this is just an educated guess based on the information that has been furnished to me and that I've located. I believe, and based on other companies that like hire cars listed on Nasdaq, a lot of these tech companies, Microsoft, DocuSign, Tesla, Uber, Lyft, etc. A lot of these tech companies are typically listed on the Nasdaq. So I'm thinking that Turo probably will be listed on the Nasdaq, pardon me. It's getting really late, and I think I should probably go to sleep actually. But anyways, people, I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and yeah, so it's 1:38 a.m. in the morning. I'm about to get some sleep because I am very tired actually. I need to get some sleep. But anyways, people, good night. Conrad Layn out, wherever you guys are in the world. If it's good morning, good day, good afternoon, good night, whatever the case is. Please like, share the content. Just trying to do my best here. And thank you so much for staying tuned. Conrad Layn out. Peace.